Bull or bear? Got the live snapper cam up there, and my gosh, if you look back there, there is a pretty good size grouper just waiting for something to get in front of his mouth. And she comes up a bull. That's my newer bull and bear coin. What's up, folks? This is Brian Kuzmar with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals. Damn, that's a good size grouper. Wow. Take a look at that baby. In beautiful Lauderdale by the Sea. I mean, actually hot, man. It's supposed to be 95 degrees here with some Saharan dust coming across the Atlantic along with some Canadian smoke coming down from the northeast. Oh, boy. I wonder if smoke and dust combine, if it's combustible, and the whole sky will just kind of light up. It'll all be over in a big flash. But again, you can tell where my mind goes sometimes. Wow, loved it. Wow, take a look at that baby right there. I think it's a Goliath grouper. I believe that's what that is, and they get huge, but pretty cool, man. There we go, a little clearer picture of him. And you can see he is actually alive, but as I said, they are an apex predator. And we're familiar with apex predators because they work in government and they work in our markets. Oh, anyways, and parasites as well. Current prices right now. You know, yesterday's video was kind of interesting because we're waiting to see which direction these markets are heading. They seem to be vacillating, if that's a good word to use. Gold currently at $1969.50, a high of $1987. You know, edging up to that $2,000 mark, but not quite getting there. Get monkey hammered in these crooked Crimex markets. Silver as well, bopped above that $25 market. Look at that, $25.29 a high. Good substantially lower at 40 cents, 24.77 being the low, but right now a penny above that at 24.78. And platinum, of course, again vacillating under that $1,000 mark. And Ted Butler's article yesterday, if you didn't read it, here it is right here, code RED. You can read it for free, I think, on SilverSeek. That's the name of it. Just type in code RED Ted Butler. It'll come up on SilverSeek. Some very, very interesting news. Again, if you missed it in last night's video, highly, highly recommend you watch this. You know, I believe that Mr. Butler is probably one of the foremost experts in forensic kind of study of the silver market and how that market is manipulated by using COT reports and, you know, real intelligence, not just sitting in his grandmother's basement and going, oh, this shit's manipulated, man. Ted Butler's a very smart dude, and he's kind of interesting what his opinion on this stuff is. Excuse me one second, my phone started ringing there. So, as I said, definitely read this article here, Code Red by Ted Butler, because like you, like me, and everyone else, including himself, we're kind of waiting to see what direction this market's going to head in. Are we going to jump up above that $2,000 mark in gold? But it seems silver, are we going to head back down to that $20 market? Are we going to head to that $30 market? Silver just seems to have some unusual strength. But again, you know, it's a crooked marketplace where the price discovery is made for this stuff in paper, in derivatives, not in actual supply and demand. And we've got some real issues out there with supply and demand. We've got not a lot of supply and a continuation of demand out there on the investment level. Not so much lately on the physical markets, but in the ETF markets for sure. And as well as big industry and manufacturing need for silver as well. But we're going to get into that in a moment. And oddly enough, my video is really about how premiums have gotten hammered and retail premiums gotten hammered, which is good for buyers, not good for people that are selling right now into the current gold and silver platinum markets, but good for buyers. And it's kind of interesting too, and I'm going to talk about that in a few moments. But markets are kind of sideways. Are we going to hit that downward and maybe touch down to those 21, 22, 20, who knows where it could go? Again, never underestimate these crooks. And gold, are we going to see You know, gold's just had this great strength above 1900 for quite some time, no matter how much they monkey hammer it. But remember, gold is a much bigger market. You know, there's a much bigger international players out there, you know, in gold. Central banks own gold. They're only going to put up with so much monkey hammering. Silver's a whole different story. Silver is run by a bunch of crooks. That market's run by a bunch of crooks, in my opinion. The CME group is where that is run, and it's run by, the market prices are run by a bunch of derivative paper positions, okay? That's what determines the silver price. I think that we're going to see, a lot of people say, well, what do you think is going to be a better investment, gold or silver? And I'm in the silver camp, and I'll tell you why. I think it's more than likely that we'll see a double up and a triple up in silver than you'll see a double up in gold. In fact, if I was a betting man, and I'm not, not really, I would pretty much can say with confidence that I think we could see a triple up in silver before we'd see a double up in gold, if that makes sense to you. And platinum the same way. I mean, platinum is another unloved market that's probably even more manipulated than silver and even smaller than silver. That's why you're seeing these kind of prices with platinum. But again, I've just been completely surprised at how unloved and how cheap platinum is for quite some time. And it is an important metal, industry-wise, and a bunch of other things. All right, let me move into here. There's Code Red by Ted Butler. I get a subscription service to Butler Research, and Ted, and I was kind of reading it last night out of my subscription service, but Ted Butler put this out for public consumption for it's for free on silverseek.com. So again, highly recommended to read for you folks out there, and I recommend that you read this particular article. I think there's good relevant information here to kind of feel where we're heading in the future here, and it's upward for sure. But in the short term, it's very interesting. Not much to talk about in the news out there other than this stuff, and I'd love to talk about this stuff because it just disgusts me, and that doesn't surprise me, and I would agree with that comment there as well. And not too much about gold and silver, not too much good news nor bad news out there, just the same old SOS different day. So let's get out of there so we don't make this video forever and a day. And I'm going to talk about premiums, folks. I've got a couple deals on specials, and don't forget I do this for advertising as well for my store, Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals in beautiful Lauderdale by the Sea, open 10 to 4 Mondays through Fridays. And I've got some pretty cool products. Well, not pretty cool products. I got some pretty cool deals out here. The products are the same stuff that we've been buying for quite some time. I can offer on sale a special right now, 10-ounce bars, spot plus $2 while they last. Now, listen, if you call me tomorrow at 1 o'clock and I don't have them, you call me at 10 o'clock, I don't have them. It's not my fault, but I do have them right now, and I'll have them in the morning, and I'll have them probably somewhat, again, until my source runs out. So spot plus $2 on 10-ounce bars right now, 100-ounce bars, spot plus, where am I going with that? Spot plus, could that possibly be right? Let me take a look. Spot plus, no, that ain't right. I think I wrote it down right. I was going to say spot plus $1.20, really? All right, 100-ounce bars, spot plus $1.20, folks. I think that's the other special that I have. And wow, that is cheap, man. Spot plus $1.20. But again, until supplies last on that on 100-ounce bars. Kilos are still not a bad price at spot plus, I believe they're $2.25. 90% silver, even 90% silver is getting somewhat reasonable, if you ask me. Currently, what the heck is the number for that? Spot plus 375, I think it is right now. Let's get into gold. I can run a special right now on gold maple leafs. 4.9 gold maple leafs, and here's a 4.9 gold maple leaf. And the premiums are down. That's what kind of blows my mind, really. Prices are up, premiums are down. I'm going to get into the general, what I think is the psyche of buyers out there right now with the gold prices and the retail public, and why these premiums are so low right now. I'll get into that in a moment. There's a 4.9 gold maple leaf right there. I could sell those to you right now on special, a really good deal, spot plus $80. And you know, right now I'm looking at gold bars are spot plus $80. So if you want a good deal, I can get you 4.9 maples. Why they last a spot plus $80. Gold bars have always been a great deal, but I'd rather buy gold maples than gold bars at this level right here. There's par, it's about the same. Krugerrand, spot plus 85. I'd still tell you to buy a Krugerrand for $5 more than a bar. Bar prices haven't changed in a couple of years now, surprisingly. You know, the Swiss bar prices have been like between spot plus 70 and spot plus 80, more or less in that range for some. They haven't varied, but the sovereign products, Gold Eagles, American Eagles, Maple Leafs, all that stuff had varied so greatly over the last couple of years. Again, probably has a lot to do with supply and demand. you know, the bar guys were just cranking them out. The mints were closed, limiting production, blah, blah, blah. But again, that's a whole different story. American Eagles I can sell for spot plus 123 bucks. That's a fairly reasonable level too. But you know, I definitely, again, while I have them spot plus 80 bucks for gold maple leafs, that is hard to beat. Spot plus $1.20, 100-ounce bars. Man, I better double check, but I think I wrote that down correctly. I don't know how I wouldn't have, unless I'm going crazy here. And it might be happening. And 10-ounce at spot plus $2. That's a great deal, and I know for sure I wrote that down. But again, while supplies last. That's on silver. You know, why do I think gold and silver prices are, you know, gold and silver prices are up, generally speaking. They're sideways down. And, you know, my understanding on how these markets work, again, they are driven by large derivative paper positions in the COMEX markets. And again, this is a horse we can beat over and over. I believe these markets are crooked, so do other people. And hang on one second. I forgot to turn my phone off. And as you can tell, it's my loved one. I'm going to say I can't talk right now. There we go. I'll call it right back. So, and this video just got shorter too. You know, gold has never gotten really super cheap. There's been no great deals in gold, but silver, as I said, there is a shortage out there. The reason I think that the retail premiums have gone down dramatically is because a lot of retail buyers out there are a little bit gun shy at silver at 25 bucks, and you can't blame them. I did a video last night about, you know, this variable is going to be down 5 bucks this coming up soon by the end of the month. It's going to be up 5 bucks at the end of the month. You know, these are the things we got to ask ourselves. And the more time goes along, the better odds are that we're going to see that up to $30 level. We're going to see that up level. But again, don't underestimate these crooks, folks. All you got to do is watch the news and understand how powerful and how crooked these kind of people are out there. And, you know, well, anyways, and that applies to the markets out there, as I said. Let me get into, I'd like to talk about yesterday's video and thank everyone for commenting yesterday, see if there's any question here. Silver liner, what's up, dude? ATB spin, that was pretty cool. Got it right here. That's a hubcap of a coin. COVID, it's going to do nothing as always. I know, kind of a sarcastic comment, but you know what? It doesn't do nothing as always. It's always moving one direction or another, and it depends on, you know, if you're buying the dips on this stuff, and we're all going to wake up and have that oh crap moment. You know what I mean? That oh crap morning. All right. Wow. Well, we all have an oh crap morning, but we're all going to wake up and have that oh shit. Look at the price of silver or gold. Zane, what's up, dude? Nice to see you. Glad you're back. I got to step away sometimes too. That's why I haven't been doing videos like 5 days a week. I've kind of cut it back a little bit. You know, I've had to step away as well. So I know what you're saying. Going to dollar rebound as interest hikes come back and silver will fall. Dollar rebound as interest hikes. You know, I'm not quite, that'll probably be true. Maybe the dollar might come back if interest hikes come back, but I'm not quite sure. And silver, I doubt is going to fall. Cheers to you, Christopher McCormick. And I'm so frustrated with the manipulator. I'm trying to have some more. Yep, relax. Take advantage of this stupid monkey hammering of these and stupid low prices in silver. Take advantage of it. Buy the real stuff. Don't buy their paper crap. Where have you been, Christina Napolitano? No, it's just been last week, the fun show, as I talked about last night, and or this video that I'm talking about right now. And just, man, so much going on. I'm trying to run a couple different businesses now and do these videos in the morning. But again, I'll get into some routine at some point. Thanks for watching. Thanks for following. Stefan says, I think country uses the gold-backed currency for trade only. 100% agree with you. Well, how can a country be 33 trillion in colonial? Yeah, exactly true, David McKenzie. Overseas demigod says, good. You know, overseas demographic, you get it, you understand it, and I'm glad you got a chance to read that article, and I think Ted's spot on, and I think your assessment there is spot on as well. I highlighted this so you guys could kind of stop, pause, and read this, and make a reply in yesterday's video on this as well. Thanks. Again, I think you nailed it. Michael Matthews says it's a treat to catch one of your videos. Thank you, Michael. It's always a treat to have you guys watch them. It really is true. And Joe, what's up? The best to you guys. That's it, folks. If you like my videos, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you don't find me on this particular format right here that I'm circling, you could find me here. And the reason you wouldn't find me there is because, you know, hey, sometimes we all say something that somebody doesn't agree with. And you can also catch me here if you like the free speech forum called Twitter. I'm out there pretty often, and more often than I used to be. And boy, man, I can answer more questions here than I can in the store. And please catch me there. It's pretty dismal followers. That's all right. That's all right. You know, hey, listen. Hey, as I always say, think for yourself. Always question authority. Timothy Leary. I think I'm going to bring this little quote back into my videos. I miss it, and it's so true. And that's it. This is Brian Kuzma with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals in beautiful Lauderdale by the Sea. If you're looking to buy gold, silver, and platinum from a dollar's worth to millions of dollars worth, and you live in South Florida, visit us at a brick and mortar. Again, we're open 10 to 4, and we can beat the we can beat the locals. We can also beat the big guys online, Atmex, SDJ, and Bullion as well on their prices, and and we get good service as well. Hey, thanks for watching again. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.